Hello again from Smart Work. We're excited to introduce you to inspiring people and groundbreaking tools that promise to blow away every limit. Ready for a truly surprising experience? Let's go!
This hypnotic ballet of rotating chucks and tension weights weaves galvanized steel into chain link fence.
Centerless grinding uses a high-speed abrasive to achieve tolerances measured in 10,000ths of an inch.
A mechanical trip hammer multiplies human strength, work hardening this steel walk with thousands of targeted strikes. A mechanical trip hammer multiplies human strength, work hardening this steel walk with thousands of targeted strikes.
Here, a hydraulic press with custom dies transforms a flat steel bar into a perfect circle with over 20 tons of force. A parison, a hot tube of plastic, is extruded, then high-pressure air inflates it into the mold like a high-tech balloon.
This mobile gantry system is basically a car wash on steroids, built to scrub the vehicles a city depends on. An excavator arm with a hydraulic grapple makes stacking these 500-pound tires look like a game of checkers.
To ensure total coverage, this specialized sprayer uses dozens of nozzles to atomize pesticides deep within the orchard canopy. This compact harvester strips ears of corn directly from the stalk, automating a back-breaking job for smaller farms. With heavy machinery and a clever clamping tool, laying these multi-ton concrete culverts becomes a precise, repeatable process.
A soft silicone pad picks up ink from an etched plate, then perfectly transfers the intricate design onto a curved bowl.
A high-speed vertical blade slices through hundreds of layers of fabric at once, following a pattern with unwavering accuracy. Instead of stonewashing, a high-intensity laser vaporizes the indigo dye, creating perfectly aged patterns in seconds.
A red-hot steel rod is expertly fed into coiling rollers, forming a heavy-duty spring while the metal is still malleable.
Under immense pressure from a power hammer, a smith forges and punches this glowing billet of steel into a tool. An electromagnetic field rapidly heats the gear teeth red-hot before a water quench, hardening only the wear surfaces. A bending rig uses hydraulic clamps to securely form this large diameter pipe without kinking or compromising its structure. Dough is forced through a die and cut by a spinning blade, creating thousands of identical pieces of vermicelli pasta. This worker's skill is incredible, but it also highlights a tough, dusty job that's increasingly being automated for safety. Notice the base of the cutter. It uses air pressure to slightly lift the fabric stack, reducing friction for a cleaner cut. A high-torque bandsaw with a specialized blade makes quick, clean work of bone and tissue. A butcher shop essential. A spinning abrasive wheel meticulously smooths the wood, while a guide ensures every tooth is shaped uniformly. This machine uses a combination of heat and pressure, over 1500 psi, to instantly form an embassa paper plate. A carbide cutting tool on a lathe removes material in a precise spiral, all while being flooded with coolant. A simple but ingenious machine uses a series of rotating cutters to turn square stock into perfectly round wooden dowels. Here, a buffing wheel with a fine abrasive compound polishes the cans, giving them that final shelf-ready shine. An induction coil heats only a specific section of this metal bar, allowing it to be twisted without affecting the rest. A glowing hot steel blank is fed through rollers, forming the crucial curve of a leaf spring for vehicle suspension. This isn't a saw, it's a fiber laser, cutting through stainless steel with a focused beam hotter than the sun's surface. A craftsman brazes carbide tips onto a core drill bit, a high-temperature joining process that creates an incredibly strong bond. A forklift provides the raw power, but the jig is the hero here, forcing this bundle of rebar into a uniform U shape.
A multi-axis CNC machine carves dozens of identical pieces simultaneously, translating a digital design into physical form.
Rotational molding heats plastic powder in a spinning mold, creating a seamless, hollow part like this massive filter bag.
A flying shuttle shoots the weft thread across the warp at incredible speed. This is the mechanical heart of textile production.
This machine automatically tensions, heat seals, and cuts polypropylene strapping, securing a package in under 3 seconds. An orbital sander with progressively finer grits smooths the wood and epoxy, revealing the depth and color of the final piece.
A controlled demolition. The key support struts are cut, allowing gravity to fold the massive steel tower in on itself safely.
After being rolled, the candy rope is fed into this simple press, which shapes and cuts the individual pieces perfectly. This competition robot demonstrates incredible speed and precision, using a series of rollers to pick up and launch objects. Here, an ancient skill meets modern spectacle. It's a powerful visual for a single, perfect shot, triggering a massive event. Another example of blow molding, but on a much larger scale, creating a 55-gallon drum in less than a minute. A motorized track system allows this dolly to climb stairs, solving a huge logistical problem for deliveries. This massive machine unwraps a 20,000-pound cotton module, feeding the raw fiber directly into the gin for processing. This specialized excavator attachment replaces railroad ties and tamps the ballast, a marvel of purpose-built engineering. This handheld tool instantly wraps and cuts a tie wire, saving vineyard workers countless hours of tedious manual labor. A simple, low-tech solution to a common problem, using gravity and a low-friction fabric slide to load a truck safely and quickly. This amphibious tour bus uses a traditional drivetrain on land, but engages a marine propulsion system in the water. Wading through the field, this farmer uses a modified brush cutter to efficiently harvest rice stalks. This isn't a string trimmer, it's a blade edger. It cuts a sharp, clean line between the lawn and mulch bed for a professional look. This attachment turns a standard string trimmer into a mini tiller, perfect for aerating soil in raised garden beds. Using a spinning grindstone, this craftsman applies a razor-sharp edge to the scythe, a timeless skill requiring a steady hand. A centrifugal shredder. Carrots are fed into a high-speed spinning drum, where blades instantly julienne them. Dozens of synchronized LED fans spin at high speed, creating a massive, persistent 3D holographic image that seems to float in midair. Knitted glove liners are dipped in liquid latex on an automated line, creating the waterproof, high-grip coating. From manually inserting feathers to automated gluing and trimming, each shuttlecock is a small marvel of production. A log roll of adhesive tape is spun while a gang of razor-sharp blades descends, slitting it into dozens of standard-width rolls. This machine uses a rotating die to flare the end of the pipe, creating a perfectly formed, leak-proof connection point. A CNC turret punch press uses a variety of tools to rapidly punch, form, and emboss this complex sheet metal part. A fiber laser etches precise markings onto a chuck. It's not burning the material, but altering its surface on a microscopic level. Hydraulic presses compress layers of recycled plastic sheeting while heat fuses them into a solid, usable panel. A spinning cutting tool called a hob cuts all the teeth of this gear simultaneously, a process that's both fast and incredibly precise.